What's up, y'all? I'm back with another tasty recipe. Today we're going to be making seafood stuffed salmon. This is everything that you're going to need. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and press the bell to get notifications for when I post new stuff. So go ahead and start cutting up your vegetables. You're going to need green bell pepper, red bell pepper, a little bit of green onion, and a half of sweet onion. Cut them up into nice small pieces just like I'm doing. You can also buy some that are already pre-chopped at your local grocery store as well if you do not feel like cutting them up. Okay, so go ahead and start patting your shrimp. You want to get as much of the water off as you possibly can. Then you're going to start to add your seasonings, and as you guys know, I'll put everything that I use in the description down below, so go ahead and check that out. So I decided to get a little fancy and use lobster tails, but if you don't want to use lobster tails, you can also use lump crab. That's a great substitute for the lobster tails. Go ahead and season it up. So now add you some butter to the pan, and you want to let that cook down and add minced garlic and your shrimp. Make sure you cook your shrimp, but don't cook it all the way through because it will be going back in the oven. So cook them on both sides for like 2 to 3 minutes each and flip them. So now in that same skillet, add your veggies and mix them up until they're nice and soft. So add you some butter to the pan and melt that down. Once that's all the way melted down, add in your lobster tails. So with the lobster tails, you're gonna know that they're cooking because the shell is gonna turn red. You don't wanna cook this one all the way through just like the shrimp because it is going back in the oven. I added a little bit of butter and garlic on top just for flavoring and that extra tasty goodness that I love so much that garlic brings out. So once those are done, you want to start to cut up your lobster tails. I cut them up into bite-sized pieces. Go ahead and pat down your salmon. And I cut mine into 4 sections. You may have to cut yours into more or less depending on the salmon. And cut a slit straight down the middle. That's where you're going to stuff your salmon at. Now for the stuffing, add cream cheese. I use pepper jack and Parmesan cheese, and add your shrimp and lobster and your veggies. And then of course add your seasonings with your goya seasoning. And then you want to squeeze your lemon and add that too, because that's just gonna bring it out. That's gonna make it mwah. And then go ahead and start to mix it up and mix it up real good. I'm telling y'all, this is one of them finger licking, tasty, good, slap your mama meals. Like, it's smelling good already. So go ahead and spray your pan down and then start to add your salmon in and start to stuff it in that slit that you had cut open. Now, add as much as you possibly can because you want to taste it in every bite. So now whatever you have left over, start to add that on top of your salmon. And you want to season the top of your salmon with Old Bay seasoning. Place in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and voila, nice, juicy, tasty salmon. Let me know how yours turned out in the comments down below.